Okay. Jeez. Okay, I think I got it working. Okay. I don't know what the heck happened, but I think it has something to do with the I tried to use a Halloween background and it didn't work, so I think it has something to do with that, just screwing things up. But looks like the game is working now, and hopefully y'all can see it. Um, wow, I mean, Murphy's Law, right? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Anyway, hi again. Welcome to my anniversary stream. Um, I'm gonna be playing some Higurashi When They Cry. And um the outfit that my avatar is wearing was designed by Kaito Sai. The link to their booth page is in the video description. Really, really gorgeous work, and they put it out for free, so I am indebted to them for making this awesome outfit that I could wear today for Halloween. So happy Halloween! It wouldn't be a stream without technical difficulties. Ain't that the truth? Okay, let's see. Oh, no, I want to... Okay. Let me make sure I can see my chat. Alright. Let's get this party started. Okay. Nice, nice. Okay, Onikakushi opening. Welcome to the world of Higurashi When They Cry. The Onikakushi arc will be the opening, inviting you into this world. Don't play tough. Please just enjoy life in Hinamizawa to the fullest. The difficulty is extremely high, but I hope you will enjoy the reward. Mm. Oh, creepy baby laugh. Please do not lament. I will forgive you even if the world will not forgive you. Please do not lament. I will forgive you even if you will not forgive the world. So please tell me, what will it take for you to forgive me? Frederica Berncastle. This is a work of fiction. Yeah. AD 1983, early summer of the... Wow, that's fast. Somebody's getting hacked up. If I was going to be ripped apart anyways, having my body ripped apart would have been far better. I trusted her. No, I still trust her. Even in this very moment, I trust her. But I'm starting to realize I only wanted to trust her because I refused to accept the truth. It was as if I was trying to convince myself in such a silly, sobbing voice, and those tears making a mess of my face. That mechanical, repetitious sound finally stilled, and everything fell silent. Oh, the text is so fast. Only the cry of the cicadas remained annoyingly loud, and yet I felt as if I could still hear her voice. But that's not possible. She is no longer speaking. The only one crying is me. She never cried. Even when she repeated those words over and over, she never expressed any emotion because there were none to show. If she had no tears to shed for me, then I shouldn't need to shed any for her. Then why? This pain, my eyes getting moist, why was this happening? I still wanted to believe I hadn't been split apart. That's enough, right? Inside me, an inner voice whispered gently. My spirit had suffered enough, and countless times I'd wavered over whether I should just throw the battered thing away. Except, I've stubbornly refused to do that, haven't I? I'd feel better if I just threw it away. Even knowing that, I chose to believe, didn't I? Only I can understand that painful struggle and appreciate it. Hey, me? I've tried more than enough. I'll acknowledge that much. So, isn't it all right to just take the easy way out? Besides, I'm not throwing it away. I'm leaving it behind, with her, like flowers by a grave. Now then, calm your nerves. Even though you can't feel your right arm, just lift it up. And with every swing, forget a little more. That kindness made me happy. That adorable smile brought me joy. I liked petting your head. I loved how demure you were. Because this will be the last time. Because when I swing this down, I'll forget. This is my first and last bouquet for you. So mindful, so demure. Perhaps I really did love you. Higurashi When They Cry. 7th expansion presents. Welcome to Hinamizawa When They Cry. Somebody has been apologizing for a while now. Oh, now I can control the text. I wonder what she's apologizing for. It felt wrong to eavesdrop, so I tried to ignore it. It had been a while since I'd last went to the city. I only returned to attend the funeral of a relative. Even though I'd lived there until last month, I found the bustle of the city to be overwhelming. Relatable. Those skyscrapers and the multi-lane roads. The melodious cacophony of the crosswalk. Even the campaign speeches blaring in front of the station felt nostalgic. The place where I live now isn't nearly as lively. There's only the chirping of locusts and the babbling of brooks, and the cry of the Higurashi, the evening cicadas. Rather than making me feel lonely, that quietness had begun to instill a sense of serenity. There's nothing where I'm living now. I don't just mean there aren't any burger joints. There aren't even any vending machines. No music stores, no restaurants, and no arcades. Even an ice cream parlor would be unlikely. No ice cream? Wow. The nearest town has some stuff like that, but it's an hour away by bike. Wow, really living out in the boonies. Come to think of it, it wasn't really a big deal. There were music stores and arcades and ice cream parlors, but it wasn't like I ever hung out at any of them. I had lived in the city for 10 years and never once been to an ice cream parlor. Missing out on ice cream. God, 10 years. I don't think I could go 10 years without ice cream. I should have gone at least once. Yes, you should have. It's only now that I'm starting to regret that a little. Only now. Somebody is still apologizing. Who is she apologizing to? She's apologized so much, so just forgive her already. There's no reason anyone should ever need to apologize so much. Sounds like me. I apologize for everything. I started to feel a bit annoyed at whoever was refusing to forgive her. No matter how bad the mistake, there's nothing that can't be forgiven. I don't know. I don't know about that. There's no such thing as an irreparable mistake. I don't know about that. You just need to be more careful next time. She's still apologizing, even now. Are we sure they're not talking about me? I'm sorry. Then has she really done something that can't be fixed? I have no idea what she's done, but if it can't be fixed, then that's all the more reason to forgive her. No matter how much she apologizes, nothing will change. But even so, she keeps apologizing in such a heartbreaking voice. Hey you, the one she's apologizing to, why don't you just go ahead and forgive her? She's apologizing in such a pathetic voice. Keiichi, we're almost there. Wake up. Wake up! I was finally roused from my nap by my father's prodding. It seemed the train had reached its final stop. We'd spent hours riding everything, from the bullet train to the local routes. It was hard to believe that the landscape beyond the window and the city I was in half a day ago were in the same country. No, that they were even from the same era. From there, we'd take a car deeper into the mountains. I like the, photograph backgrounds. That's cool. Past where the dense forest encroaching on the mountain road suddenly opened up. Fancy. There, where I live now. Hinamizawa. Higurashi When They Cry. I guess that was the prologue? Oh, we're still in it, okay. Even though we were approaching summer, the morning air still had a frigid bite. Although in exchange, you could fill your lungs up with crisp, clean air. I love filling my lungs up with crisp, clean air. Flipping open the window, I was greeted with a verdant expanse. Nothing but trees. The neighboring house was far away on the other side, so I was probably the only one enjoying the view. That view, and that air. I filled my lungs with another deep breath. Since I started living in Hinamizawa, I learned that even air had its own taste. Interesting. That's some music there. I quickly finished getting ready for school and headed downstairs for breakfast. My mother was the only one there. My father was nowhere to be seen. This music, I'm sorry. He was probably up working until the early morning. Dad had a rather unconventional job as a painter. It's such a laid-back profession. Get up when you want, sleep when you want, and work when you want. I was so jealous of that easygoing lifestyle. Yeah, it sounds pretty sweet. Sounds like a pretty sweet gig. I even wrote for school that I wanted to be a painter when I grew up, but Dad was ecstatic about that. It was just because it looked easy. I'd never tell him that, though. Real. Mom laid breakfast out on the table. Seaweed, pickled vegetables, raw egg, and grilled salmon. My mom was such a good cook, it was scary. A perfect, immaculate, ideal breakfast. Unlike my dad, who didn't even know the meaning of the word schedule, my mom never squandered any time or effort. She hummed a little tune as she brought over the miso soup. It seemed like she was in a good mood today. I'm so happy you've been waking up early since we moved here, Keiichi. If I don't wake up early, I won't have time to eat breakfast. I thought I was being cute, responding with a wisecrack after being praised for being good. Full bowl of rice, or will half be enough? Pile it on. Pile it on. Oh, sorry. I can't actually hear but the... Oh, thank you! Thank you, Shas. Sorry. I don't have my glasses on. Shastalatska. Thank you. After that, I covered it... Okay, first I savored the steaming hot rice with the seaweed. After that, I covered it with the egg. Between bites of rice, I enjoyed the crunch of the pickles. Not bad at all. Excellent, as usual. Watching me clean my plate, Mom gave me a warm smile. I'm so happy you haven't skipped breakfast ever since we moved here, Keiichi. I was not a morning person when we lived in the city. Real, I am not a morning person either. I slept right until the last minute before school and rarely ate breakfast. Boycotting the breakfast Mom made me each morning, that was probably the only way I could protest being forced to attend cram school. I guess that was what you'd call my rebellious phase. I wouldn't so much as look at the breakfast she woke up early every day to make. If I could go back in time, I'd slap myself. I think I'd slap you too. Mindful of the time, Mom rushed me along with a wide grin. Isn't it about time to meet up with Rina-chan? Hurry, hurry! Ara ara! Mom really seemed to enjoy the fact that her son was going to school with a girl. Ooh! Rina is one of my classmates. She really loves looking after people, coming to meet me every day without fail. The way I looked at it, a guy my age walking to school with a girl was just lame. But, well, keeping a classmate waiting for me every day wouldn't be very considerate. Seriously though, how long does Rina wait there for me every morning? Hello, pickle jar. Oh, shikaeri! Taking one last gulp of miso soup, I raced for the door. Please thank Rina-chan for the pickles. Come to think of it, those pickles weren't store-bought, were they? If I had known that, I would have savored them a bit more. Morning! Ah.
Keiichi-kun! Good morning!
Her cheerful greeting was as fresh as the morning itself.
You're always so early.
Or there's that Keiichi's line. You're always so early, you should try sleeping in sometime. Oh no, okay. If that's his line, I guess. Whatever. If I sleep in, I'll keep you waiting. She's so conscientious and such a good person. If that ever happens, I'll just leave you behind.
Keiichi-kun, you're so cold. I wait for you all the time.
I'll leave you in the dust without looking back. You're so mean.
Why are you so mean? Why?
Rina had a slightly troubled look on her face. Toying with her was rather fun because of how quickly her mood changed. I'm kidding, I'd wait for you. With those words, Rina seemed to relax. Her face flushed bright red.
Thank you.
I'd wait forever until you came, Rina, no matter how long.
Forever?
Rina turned bright red, steam rising from her head as her brain short-circuited. She's especially weak to this sort of talk. It's quite rare to find someone this fun to tease. Have you ever read a romance novel, Rina?
I haven't. Never read any before.
From that response, I gathered she was interested in them, but was too embarrassed to actually buy one. I couldn't imagine what would happen if she did read one. She'd probably turn red and pass out. Oh yeah, message from Mom. She says thanks for the pickles.
It was nothing. You're welcome. How were they? Not too salty?
They weren't that salty. Actually, they had a pretty light flavor to them. It would have been fine to just be honest and say they were good, but apparently I couldn't be that forthright. Oh, I'd like to ask something before that. Were you the one who pickled them, Rina? Or was it your mom?
Huh? Why do you ask? Were they too salty?
Her attitude completely changed as she began to panic frantically. Was it you, Rina, or was it your mom?
Why are you asking who made them? Why?
Depending on who made them, my opinion of them might change drastically. What an ass.
Huh?
She counted frantically on her fingers, trying to remember the amount of salt she'd used to pickle them. It wasn't like I was trying to tease her, but I couldn't you're totally trying to tease her. Doesn't look like she knows how to read. Oh no. Guys who take pleasure in this kind of thing are probably the worst, guys like me. Rena nervously opened and closed her mouth over and over, trying to muster a response.
It was me.
Delicious.
Huh?
Pretty good, just like the last ones. They went perfectly with the rice. Her face went bright red again. She was completely spacing out. It truly was a lot of fun to tease her. I pray that Rena never gets taken advantage of by some lowlife like you. Keep at it, Rena. I'll train you until you handle it like the average person. Or so I decided for myself. Let's go. If we keep Mion waiting, we'll never hear the end of it. Seeing as she just keeps spacing out otherwise, I called Rena back to reality so we could make our way to school. This strange, easily flustered girl is Rena Byugu. I've only known her for about a month, but I've come to realize it's not just her name that's strange. Ooh, foreshadowing.
Mi-chan, good morning!
Coming up to the next rendezvous point, we saw another person waiting for us. Noticing us, she waved. Yes, this is the Steam version. Ah, finally, you two are late. Usually you're the one who's late. In sharp contrast to the diligent Rena, this one marched to the beat of her own drum. She's Mion Sonozaki. For what it's worth, she's our senior and head of the class.
Morning, Rena. And it's been a while, Kei-chan. How many years?
I was only off 2 days. Mion, my beloved.
You don't say. You were so much cuter back then.
Mion's gaze started at my chest, then dropped straight down, focusing on the point between my legs. Oh my god. So she was saying it was my crotch that was cuter back then. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Before you ask, just to be clear, I've never actually tried to show it to her. I've grown quite splendidly, you'd be surprised. Oh my god, help. Oh man. Not only is he bigger, but he has a mustache now. Me is wild sometimes, clearly. Being so engorged with energy every morning is quite a problem, though. I'll introduce you next time, so be sure to greet him properly. Oh my gosh. Don't say next time, right now it's just fine. How about letting the little guy get a breath of fresh air? Oh my god. I was not expecting this level of raunchiness. I don't think I've ever heard talk so dirty. You can smell it fouling up the morning air before. Mion sure does act like an old man sometimes. Gotcha. Time for the big reveal. Oh, sorry. Gotcha. Time for the big reveal. Hope you don't regret it. As my hand reached for my fly, Rena began to ramble in a near panic.
Hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Red-faced and flustered, Rena tried to play dumb, but it was obvious she knew exactly what we were talking about. Oh my god, this is amazing. How was it, seeing the city again? Neon switched gears, dropping the dirty talk and changing the topic to something more befitting the pleasant morning. I only went for a funeral. I didn't have much time. So yeah, did you look for it? That thing I asked for? Not that thing you asked for. You're not listening at all. I just came back from a funeral. I didn't have any time to look around in toy stores.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Toy stores and hobby shops are completely different, you know.
It's really difficult to get Western stuff around here after all.
Is this about games again, Mi-chan?
Mion nodded proudly as Rena giggled. Yep, I wanted Kei-chan to bring me back a Westport catalog, you see. Westport was short for Western Imported Games. Using that abbreviation did make it sound pretty geeky. You can just get them to send you one in the mail, can't you? Well, I guess I have to now. I'm going to get another game full of hot action. This time, I'd like a game that's easy to understand. Yeah, same though. Mion is a board and card game enthusiast, and I hear she's collected quite a lot of different ones. Same though, I love board games. According to Rena, Mion's room has kind of become a museum for domestic and foreign games. If there's a game you think I'd understand, let me play too. Of course, if Kei-chan is up for it. I should warn you though, we're pretty tough. Just what I want. I play all sorts of games. I don't intend to lose. Whoa, then I'll let you in the group this time, I guess. Bristling with joy from head to toe, Rena looked back and forth between me and Mion. Mion gave her an affirmative wink and her expression perked up even further. I thought boys preferred playing outside more, so I figured you wouldn't want to. Rena laughed happily. For such a friendly conversation, you wouldn't think I had moved here less than a month ago. I understood that they did all they could to make a transfer student like me feel at home. I'll have to try harder to fit in so they won't feel like they have to try to make me feel welcome. I felt like if I acted a bit more open than I usually am, it should probably be about right for this place. It's a transition. Hinamizawa was a really small village. Not only was there only one school, but there was only one class. That class encompasses all different grades and ages. Wow. There are about 30 students at different levels, and they all study in the same class. That sounds difficult. I'm told that long ago, there used to be a bigger school building and they had actual separate classes. However, it seems something happened that made it become a single class, and now it stayed that way out of tradition. I was shocked at first, but humans adapt pretty quickly. I've already gotten quite used to it. The sound of children playing started right from the morning. With such a lively mood, it felt more like a kindergarten than a proper school. Not that that was a bad thing. Mion, who had been walking in front of us up until then, suddenly let me take the lead. Right in front of the classroom door. So I was meant to slide the door open and enter the room first. Heh, too bad. I wasn't going to fall for that again. To think you'd give up the lead here. You meant for this to be a test of my skills. Mion chuckled with a haughty smirk on her face.
But what is it, you guys?
Step back, Rena. It's dangerous. She's here.
Huh?
Then Satoko-chan is... Oh, we're getting a new character? Her name was Satoko Hojo. She was a disrespectful, impudent, bossy kid. The way she talks was annoying, but it would be immature to get worked up over just that. Is everyone your daughter? The real problem was this. Quite the obvious trap. A blackboard eraser wedged in the door. It's too obvious. Satoko! A haughty laugh came from beyond the door. Excellent, Kei-chan. I guess that means you win this round. No, this is Satoko we're talking about. I doubt this is it. After falling for such intricate traps, it's a very intricate trap, yes. Since the day I transferred, I no longer let my guard down. Satoko liked to combine a variety of traps. Traps that were simply there to bait you into the main one. Traps that relentlessly kept coming at you like a sadistic Rube Goldberg machine. Someone has too much time on their hands. The list goes on. As well as being clever, they almost never misfire. When you least expect it, she strikes. No escape, no time to relax. By the looks of it, this eraser is normal. No rocks or anything in it. I took a pretty heavy hit from a blackboard eraser loaded with rocks on my first day. So then, why don't you just open the door and let it drop? That's what it is. That's what Satoko was after. Making me focus my attention upward. So, as I lifted my hand to the door, there were thumbtacks stuck to the sliding door handle with tape. Oh my god, a frightening trap. A potent and terrifying trap. Yeah, that sounds pretty nasty. Concealed by using the blackboard eraser. An impressive combination, Satoko. But in the end, nothing more than the trivial machinations of a child. Assured of my victory, I threw the door open and stepped into the room. Big mistake. I felt something strange at my ankle. It was similar to the sensation of a jump rope catching on my leg. Hi, Laughingstock. Happy Halloween. By the time I realized she had me, hook, line, and sinker, it was already too late! I began to fall in an almost picturesque manner. Kei-chan, watch out! Instinctively reacting to Mion's shrill warning, I twisted my body in midair before I landed on the floor. Impressive. Ow, ow, ow! An inkstone filled to the brim was placed right where I would have landed. How's my day been? My day's been pretty good. I had work today, but then I went out and got a tasty dinner. And happy Halloween. I shuddered imagining the situation had I landed square on it. Oh, music switch. My, what do we have here? A fair morning to you, Keiichi-san. Aren't we a lively one this morning? Still sprawled in an awkward position, I was greeted by a mocking voice. That was a step up from your usual trap, Satoko. I haven't the faintest idea what you mean. Oh, that is an evil face. Oh, she's got the little fang, too. You're quite unlucky this morning. You little... Ow, ow, ow. It seemed I'd inadvertently sprained my back a little when I'd landed. Oh, no. Better than landing on that inkstone. I don't know. Hurting your back sucks. A small hand gently rubbed my head.
Pain, go away.
The small, dainty hand continued to gently stroke my head.
You didn't sprain your back or anything, did you? If you rub it like this, the pain disappears.
I thought about asking how rubbing my head would help my back, but I didn't. It's not so much about what you actually do, it's the thought that counts. Yeah, thanks, Rika-chan. The pain's going away now. Is that another daughter?
Yay, Rika-chan, good morning!
What game are you playing and what's it about? I am playing Higurashi When They Cry, the first chapter. I've never played it before, so all I know is that it's a horror visual novel. It kind of starts off looking all cutesy, but eventually, I assume anyway, that it gets dark. Higurashi When They Cry, yes. A good morning to all. Okay. Good morning to you, Rina. Good morning to all. Rika-chan greeted each of us with an adorable little bow. It was infectious. Rina, Mion, and I all bowed back. Oh. You're such a good kid, Rika-chan. So much better than Satoko. I glared over in her direction. Satoko was whistling while rather deliberately trying to avoid eye contact. Totally innocent. I am the very model of a good girl. Oh, sorry. There we go. A good girl wouldn't set those nasty traps. Nothing but lies and slander. Exactly what proof? Ooh, ah! I picked up Satoko by the back of her collar. She looks like a misbehaved cat when I do this. She is the very model of a scientist, Solarian. Oh no. Murder mystery. But a cat wouldn't be setting traps. Are you sure? Did you check? She's much harder to deal with. I'm sorry. Oh no, she's saying, I'm sorry. Try saying that. If you won't say it. I cocked my index finger on my thumb, letting it tremble as I brought it closer to Satoko's forehead. I'm against violence. You don't even have any proof. Just so you know, my forehead flick really hurts. It can split plywood right in half. Happy Halloween. How's it? Pippin' and poppin' and flippin' and floppin'. It's been going pretty good, I think. I hope everyone else is having a good Halloween. Eek! Stop! Get away from me, you beast! Don't say that in a way people will misunderstand. A small hand tugged on the back of my shirt. She's been lonely since you were gone for 2 days. Rika-chan really is just so... How could I do anything more after being told that? I gently released my grip on Satoko, who at this point was on the verge of tears. She still had her eyes clamped shut as she braced herself for the forehead flick. Boots in ink. I got candy! Yay, candy! We had a bowl of candy, but we didn't have any trick-or-treaters come, so the candy is all ours. Ha ha ha. It doesn't bother me. You mustn't cry, Satoko. Keep on fighting, yeah? Rika gently petted the head of her prankster friend. You would never guess those two are the same age. I think Satoko could learn a thing or a million from Rika-chan. Next time, set an even more amazing trap. Wait a minute. As she observed the scene, Rina's expression grew ecstatic as she began to swoon. Oh, Satoko-chan is crying. So cute. You can't take them home. But they're so cute. You can't, no matter how cute they are. I love that spelling of cute. It's so cute. But just for a bit, it's fine. It's fine. Rina kept a cutesy face even as outrageous ideas spewed from her mouth. Yeah. According to Mion, Rina is ridiculously weak to cute things and always tries to take them home, object or person. Stealing is bad, but abducting people is even worse. Give it up. Then I can just look. Just looking. That should be fine, right? Right? Rina swooned over Satoko's crying form. If a girl ever goes missing in Hinamizawa, I'll be forced to turn Rina into the authorities. Oh no. Forgive me, Rina. I'll be sure to bring you care packages when they put you away. The teacher's coming. Quickly, clean everything up! Satoko, that inkstone is yours, right? Just from Mion's single statement, the entire mood of the room shifted back to normal. The inkstone was bad, but the thumbtacks stuck to the door handle were an even bigger problem. Yeah. I pulled the tape off carefully, making sure not to skewer myself. Even though Satoko was the one who set it up, everyone had to pick up after her. By the time the teacher entered the room, the bedlam from before had been neatly tidied up.
We made it in time. Rise, attention!
Mion gave out the morning commands. It's difficult being the teacher for all these different grades in one classroom. Yeah, for real, I can imagine. She has to teach something different to each one. Oh my god. But naturally, she spends up ending all her time with the younger kids. Rina and Mion, being in the highest grade in the class, end up mostly doing self-study. They even end up helping teach the younger kids, so it seems like they can never get to their own studies. They're actually way behind where my studies have progressed to. As a result, I'm pretty much taking over for the teacher and helping Rina and Mion with their studies. This seems like a bad way to run school.
You're a pretty good teacher, Keiichi-kun. Easy to understand.
Rina took a breather after finishing highlighting an important section. Teaching is making me lose confidence. It makes me aware of how shallow my understanding of the subject is. Relatable. They say that to teach someone something, you need to understand it backwards and forwards. I will never be able to teach anyone anything then.
Well, so while you're teaching us, you're getting in your own practice.
In contrast, this person over here is quite laissez-faire about things. For one, isn't she supposed to be in a higher grade than me? Look, man, this is for your own good. If you don't take this seriously, there'll be trouble later on. With these marks, it's not like I'm aiming to go on to a prestigious school. I'll be fine as long as I pick up what I need to know for the entrance exams a little at a time. Her staunch defiance was really something else. This was a different type of relaxed than somebody who already knew what was going to be on the entrance exams.
Mi-chan, Keiichi-kun is doing his best to teach us. We need to try hard too.
You're such a good and honest kid, Rina. I'll make sure you guys get accepted into a good school.
What? Thanks so much!
Especially you, Rina. Private lessons, just the two of us. Oh.
Lessons?
A puff of smoke shaped like a halo popped out of Rina's head. Exactly what kind of private lesson is she fantasizing about that's making her turn so red? I wonder. I'd like to hear the play-by-play about that next time. While Mion was flipping through her vocabulary flashcards, she threw out a casual question. So in the city, do you have to study this much? If you don't know at least this much, you can't get into university. So you study just to get into a university? Well, yeah, basically. While knowing that this stuff won't ever come in handy in the future. Sounds about right. Out here, you can get into university as long as your attendance is good enough. Really? Study equals entrance exams. Having that basic law of the universe so easily overturned sent me into a state of shock.
That is right. There aren't really enough people around here to warrant weeding them out with an exam.
If anyone can get into university, then there's no need to be all uptight about this stuff, right? Well, that's true, but you should at least know stuff that's common knowledge. This old geezer thinks that instead of wasting time studying pointlessly, you should be spending your precious teen years doing more meaningful things. It was too profound of a statement to simply laugh off. But since it was Mion, it probably didn't actually have that deep of a meaning. In place of a chime, the sound of the principal waving a handbell drifted through the classroom.
Kei-chan, we're done, we're done!
She's real for that, yeah.
It's our wonderful lunchtime!
In a complete 180 from her unmotivated state, Mion gave the commands that signaled the end of the morning period.
Keiichi-kun, let's have lunch!
I might have been making a very troubled face. Rina smiled brightly at me.
All right, let's eat.
There seemed to be different cliques even within the class. Most of them were divided up by gender and age, but our group was different. Our ages were different, and we had both boys and girls. But we weren't reserved around each other. This level of openness makes a transfer student like me pretty happy. Rina and Mion pushed their desks together so they were facing each other. At the same time, Satoko and Rika-chan were slowly lugging their desks over as well.
Keiichi-kun, hurry, hurry!
Rina waved her chopsticks in an unrefined manner, trying to hurry me along. Unless everyone was together, they wouldn't even open their lunchboxes.
Keiichi-san's lunchbox is most assuredly filled with nothing but bread crusts like some sort of destitute plebeian. Why don't you just show it to us? Come now.
Even though Satoko was hurling insults at me, she still wouldn't open the lid to her lunchbox until I was there. I pulled out my lunchbox swiftly and dragged my chair over to join the circle. Hey, sorry to keep you waiting.
Well then, Representative Me, please give the signal to start.
At first, this was kind of embarrassing, but I got used to it pretty fast. At this point, I probably wouldn't even open my own lunchbox if someone else was too slow. Our ages and genders may have all been different, but we were all friends.
Let's eat!
The sound of our little 5-part chorus echoed beautifully throughout the classroom.
Itadakimasu!
Really though, I've gotten pretty used to this group, made up of all girls. Of course, there are other boys in the class, but they were a lot younger, so they were scared to approach me. Well, that's to be expected. Younger boys just see older boys as scary. Compare that to girls. Well, at least these girls aren't picky. Itadakimasu. We put all the side dishes in the middle where everybody was free to pick at them. I thought girls would mind sharing a meal with a guy, so I was a bit flustered joining in. However, Mion noticed that and teased me quite a bit. As the fruit of my efforts, I can now reach over and take sides from anybody's lunch.
My, isn't Sir Keiichi's lunch extravagant today?
My, isn't Madame Satoko's lunch extravagant as well? The stewed stuff has a nice look to it, rather trendy. Buying into the fight that Satoko was starting, our chopsticks locked in a cross-counter, stabbing into each other's lunch. My, how delicious! Oh, this taro is good. The stewed stuff is good too, even cold. After seeing my happy face, Rika-chan's expression broke into a little smile.
I saved some from dinner last night.
By the way, Satoko and Rika-chan's lunches are always the same. It seems that Rika-chan makes it for both of them every day. Rika-chan made this too? These taste like mom's home cooking. I was honestly impressed. The carrot rosettes weren't from a mold, they were done by hand with a knife. That's not easy to do. No, that is pretty impressive actually. I guess Rika-chan's just good at this sort of thing.
She's really good at sewing, laundry, and stuff like that. Amazing, right? Amazing! Rika is quite exceptional in many ways. Oh no, she's doing the oh laugh. Oh! That's nothing for you to boast about. Rena's actually better at cooking than I am. Don't trust her. She's good with a knife. Yeah, for real. Huh? Well, you know. Star. It seemed that the topic of conversation switched to Rena when she wasn't expecting it, making her blush and trip over her words. What's... Rena's lunch really was the star of the table. Not only did it look good, it tasted good. Everyone else pulled from Rena's lunchbox constantly. Everyone liked this one so much before, so I made a lot this time. It's good, I hope? I hope? It's got high marks from me. Mion, you're taking too much. Knocking Mion's chopsticks aside, I reached out, trying to secure my own portion. Satoko and Rika-chan reached over at the same time, and a struggle ensued. Everyone shoveled in mouthful after mouthful while praising it, and Rena's lunchbox was soon empty. It was kind of bad that no one thought to leave any for Rena. I was just gonna say, is she not getting any? But Rena seemed rather satisfied as she looked on. How did you like it? Isn't Rena-san an extremely good cook too? Quite different from Keiichi-san. I said that's nothing for you to boast about. You're not much different from Kei-chan, Satoko. Can you tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower yet? Is that different? No. Oh no, is it that difficult to tell those apart? Satoko's face went pale. Hey, even I can tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower, you know. Of course I can. I really can. Oh no, it's really hard for her to lie. Keiichi-kun, both taste good when they're boiled and topped with mayo, right? Oh no, mayo. You should be picking on her. Mi-chan too. Boiled with mayonnaise, oh boy. Rena hurriedly tried to follow up, but Mion laughed haughtily as she drew closer to Satoko. Nerf Satoko, broccoli versus cauliflower, yeah. Well, just pretend it's a little home ec lesson. Now then, Satoko, what's this? Mion lifted up her chopsticks. Between them was a piece of green stuff wrapped in bacon. Ooh, bacon. But that's asparagus. Mion made eye contact with me, and within 0.3 seconds, I had Rika-chan's mouth covered. Best grilled. I love grilled vegetables. I like grilled corn. Holding a piece of bacon-wrapped asparagus and giving her two choices, she's pretty terrible. The yellow one is cauliflower. No, wait, the green one is cauliflower. So which? Probably the yellow one is broccoli and the blue one is cauliflower, but the green was Do you really know which is which? How about you just give up? I'd expect no less from the class representative, the oldest. The way she drives people into a corner just shows how much experience she has. This is just a hunch, but being brought into the Sonozaki household must be quite the ordeal. I do know! I really do! Then answer the question. I know! Crying again. She finally broke down and started crying. When she acts like this, she actually starts to seem her age. Yeah, Reina's gonna be all excited. How cute! Reina entered a state of euphoria and Satoko bawled her eyes out. Reina was in a state of bliss as she rubbed her cheek against Satoko's head and smothered her, bullying children. Oh man, yeah.
really a very content face. Why in the heck? Oh man. One that wouldn't care if the world ended right then. It was that kind of smile. Me when I see my anime husbands cry. Yes.
Rena, Mimi's picking on me. It's okay. Rena and Nei-chan will take care of all those bad people who tease my little sister.
Boom. Flash, boom, bam, violence. It was like a flash of lightning. What was that just now? Both of Rena's fists shot out at supersonic speed, striking the enemy squarely in our faces. Oh my god. Before we knew it, Mian and I were sprawled spread eagle on the floor, staring up at the ceiling with matching welts on our faces. This is the first time you've gotten one, right? Today, she went easy on us. Easy? You mean there's something harder than this? With that, Mian and I both slumped our heads back to the floor in unison. From now on, I'll be careful when I'm within striking distance of Rena. Didn't realize she was a berserker.
See, Satoko-chan, I took care of them. Cute. I want to take you home.
She's gonna kidnap this child. Making sure Rena couldn't see it, Satoko stuck her tongue out at us. Damn it all, using Rena like a puppet. Rika-chan massaged our bruises without saying a word. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. I love this. No matter what the day it held, the last school bell always came too soon. Really? I was always just itching to get out of school. When I was in school, our shadows stretched off into the distance. No matter what the day had held, the last school bell... Oh, wait, I already said that. Stretched off in the distance. Hey, Keiichi-kun, tomorrow do you have plans or anything? Or anything? Huh? It was such a direct question from Rena, I inadvertently blushed. Oh. If it was for a date, then wouldn't you do it more subtly? Rena saw me lost for words and realized that I'd misunderstood and turned red as well.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that, you see.
So apparently that wasn't what she meant. But since it's always fun when Rena's in a panic, I went along with it a little. Oh, really? So it wasn't meant that way.
Huh?
Playing it up, I slumped my shoulders, feigning dejection.
Keiichi-kun, why are you so disappointed? Why? Micha!
Deto! Unable to hold it in any longer, Mian slapped me on the back. I see. This old geezer never knew you could push her buttons like that.
Huh? What is it?
Mian was rolling on the floor, clutching her stomach, while Rena flailed around completely bewildered. I couldn't help but start laughing as well. Feeling just a bit guilty, I ruffled Rena's hair. Kidding, sorry, it was a joke, that was my fault. She really is a cute one.
Huh? A joke? Since when?
Huh? About halfway through?
Halfway?
So, Kei-chan, that means you weren't acting when you blushed at the start.
Huh? That means...
It was only a momentary lapse, but there was no way Mian would let such a delectable detail slip by her. Mian laughs like that in the anime, actually nice. Well, you see... Saying anything more was also a bad idea. In my bewildered state, I slipped further into an unfavorable position. After that, Mian continued to tease me about it for a while. So, why were you asking if I'm free tomorrow, Rena?
So, what were we talking about?
It had been so long that Rena had forgotten. That's how long Mion had teased me.
It's just, Kei-chan, you probably can't find your way around Hinamizawa by yourself yet, can you?
That was true. I hate to say it, but if you blindfolded me and spun me around 3 times like we're playing Pin the Tail on the Donkey, I wouldn't be able to tell up from down here. Yeah, I don't think I know how to get anywhere besides back and forth from school.
Yes. So you see, tomorrow we were thinking that Mi-chan and I could escort you through Hinamizawa and show you around.
I keep wanting to say Hanamizaki, which is a location in Genshin Impact. That would be a godsend. Frankly, I was happy about the offer. You'll come of course, right? If I'm free. You're being invited by a girl, you know. If I'm free. You're probably free anyways. If I'm free. I was being stubborn so as not to give a clear yes or no. Even though I thought it was a godsend, I'm too much of a scamp to say so up front. Oh, you scamp. I love that word.
Keiichi-kun, you're not free, perhaps? Perhaps?
While Mion and I had our rather sour back and forth, Rena peeked over at me hesitantly. Figuring I'd been a bit too rough on her, I just gave in. Sorry, forgive me, I apologize. I'm free. Gomen.
Great!
The trepidation disappeared from Rena's face as it blossomed into a smile. Hey now, seems like there's quite a difference between how cold you are to me compared to Rena, isn't there? It seems Mion didn't care for how rude I was to her, compared to how quickly I agreed with Rena. Would anyone care for someone being rude to them? Oh, goodbye, Laughingstock, thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for stopping by. But her being annoyed was very interesting. So I pushed Rena forward, speeding up our pace to leave Mion behind. Let's go, Rena. Maybe it should be just the 2 of us tomorrow. Leave grumpy old Mion behind.
Huh? Well, if Keiichi-kun is okay with that, then...
I'm the one who came up with the idea to take him around. Don't ignore me, Keiichi Maebara. It'd be great if the 2 of us could go on a picnic together. Should we bring a basket, Rena?
If we're bringing a basket, I'll make all the food, maybe.
Don't you ignore me too, Rena. I'll tell everyone that you 2 disappeared into the hotel district together. Oh, somebody got... Oh no, she took her out. Well then, I'm going home right now to start making. Oh my god.
Tomorrow's going to be so fun. Later, Keiichi-kun, Mi-chan, bye.
Just freaking decked her and ran off. Oh no. Rena bounded off like she was walking on the moon. After the dust settled, all that was left was me standing next to Mion sprawled out on the ground. There was a welt on her face. Are you alright? There was over 2 meters between you guys. Since you came, they've become sharper. This old geezer's body can't handle it. Maybe it'd be easier if you stopped saying stuff that makes Rena want to hit you. Or else this will end up being Mion's slapstick comedy hour. If that happened, the results might be fatal. Don't feel bad, Mion. You're probably the only one who can dodge her jabs. It felt like it was her knee, though. Could it be that we were hanging around with an unrivaled martial arts master? Maybe someday we'll see her debut in an extreme contact sport. You can't lose to Rena. You need to train up and have a rematch. Kei-chan, you should. This old geezer will root for you. Mion and I reaffirmed our determination to discover a way to counter Rina's infallible technique. Come on. Transition. Higurashi When They Cry. Like a chapter or... Oh. You have received new tips. New tips. We're a mixed grade. We don't have a uniform? Oh, what is this? View all tips. Oh. Oh. Ominous music. No, it's like a little aside thing. So, Rina, we're the same age?
Yes, that's right. We're the same zodiac animal, too.
I know, it would be weird if we were the same age, but not the same zodiac animal. I was gonna say, that kind of goes without saying if you're the same age. It's not true. If your birthday isn't the same, then you can have different animals even if you're the same age. Huh? Oh, I see. Mion, you're pretty smart. Actually, I don't know. I guess because the New Year does change different from the Western New Year, so I guess it could be possible to have different zodiac animals. What month were you born, by the way, Keiichi-kun? I'm July. Rina smirked and puffed up with pride. Hey now, what's the meaning of this? She's not planning to be all high and mighty if her birthday is a wee bit sooner than mine, is she? Don't even. It's impossible to challenge me by birthday. I wouldn't even mind if you bet $1 per month. What? Some of it skits, some of it's more dialogue that doesn't necessarily fit directly into the already going flow of consciousness. Ah, okay, interesting.
Huh? Huh? Why? Why?
Rina panicked at suddenly being challenged to a wager. Given how panicked she is, I'm certain she doesn't have much allowance left this month. It's just sending her into a panic about something as simple as a birthday is so fun. I can't help myself. He's so mean to her. So that means you were born in April, Kei-chan? Right on. Too bad, Rina. I'm already far older than Rina.
Oh, I see. Then you're the same age as me, Chan.
Well, it's just a few months. That gap will open up again soon enough. Mion snickered through her nose. Hey now, that's not something to get all high and mighty about. As if I'm one to talk. Now that you mention it, you're in a higher grade, right, Mion? If you're into underclassmen, then I can be an underclassman from now... What? Mi-chan, you're not making any sense to me. No, not me either. Just by seeing Rina's blushing face, you could tell she knew exactly what she meant by it, though. Then Satoko and Rika-chan are underclassmen. Their grade is so different that they should be in a different school, shouldn't they?
Keiichi-kun, your tastes are a bit too young, I think.
Oh, no. I think. You're not making any sense yourself, Rina. I'll just grab onto her head and scruff it up a bit.
Stop it!
These 5-year-olds need to calm down. Yeah. I wondered about it before, yeah. I was wondering why this school has different school years all mixed up. There aren't enough classrooms, can't help it. This building is being rented from the forestry services, after all. The forestry, huh. When she says it like that, it makes sense. Does it? I've thought our school was strange for a while now. The schoolyard is gravel. There are rooms that aren't for classes, and there's some strange sort of construction machinery parked here. Why is it being borrowed? What happened to the real school? There was one here forever from before the war. It got dilapidated. They closed it down. It probably was a grand old schoolhouse. Well, because of that, the students would have to attend the school in the city. That's pretty far though, you know?
Which school would that be?
Do you know there's a school if you pass by the Okinomiya train station, turn at the hospital, and head towards the pediatrics department? What?
What? So far!
I couldn't tell where that was by the location, but I understood it was pretty far from Rina's reaction. Well, that's why the guys that didn't want to commute to Okinomiya rented out the building from the forestry services and are attending this pseudo schoolhouse here. About half the children in Hinamizawa go here. There are quite a lot of kids that come here on bike. Well, since they're attending this really messed up school, it might be pretty hard for them to get into higher education.
That's not true, Mi-chan. If you study properly, you can go anywhere you want.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. I totally agree with Rina on this one.
Yes, that's right, that's right. Let's try our best.
All of you, try your best. Gambaro. This old man will be rooting for you.
Not just us, you too. You should be preparing for exams, shouldn't you? Your future is bleak with grades like this.
Fine, just fine. If I get stuck, then I'll just mooch off Kei-chan as he works forever. What do you mean by work forever? What do you mean? Oh man. Hey, you're too loud. Be quiet during self-study. The teacher yelled at all three of us. It was completely our fault. Satoko saw it and chortled haughtily. I stuck out my tongue at her in response. That man refers to herself as an old man. Yeah, that's hilarious. Excuse me. It is just as Mion says. This school has nothing to do with higher education, but it makes up for that by having lots of valuable things other schools don't. Like what? We're not gonna say. We don't have a uniform? It's only June, but it's already so hot. I could hear the Higurashi outside chirping, me, me. And at night there are mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes so much. Might as well be summer already. My only salvation was that the mornings were still cool. Summer, I do declare! Satoko was flapping her skirt languidly. That's pretty unladylike there. Even if she was a little brat, she was still a girl. Higurashi are cicadas. Yes, the Higurashi are the cicadas, I believe. Keiichi does seem quite cool with just a single button-up shirt. I'm so jealous. From how I see things, the skirt you're wearing looks like it would be much cooler. A girl like you just wouldn't understand wearing jeans during the season and how steamy the crotch gets. It gets steamy? This girl has gone imagining something indecent. Rina's summer clothes have a nice refreshing color. I feel cooler just looking at them. I even watched half the anime. I've never seen the anime myself. So this is my first experience with any of the Higurashi or Umineko stuff. In English, this voice novel is called When the Cicadas Cry. Yes. I feel cooler just looking at them.
Thank you. They really do feel pretty cool.
I do wish my summer clothes were as breezy as Rina's.
But Satoko-chan, your summer clothes are so cute, being a one piece and all. I'd like to wear your summer clothes.
Star. This is actually quite stuffy, you know. I do believe what you're wearing would feel much cooler.
But it would be so much more fun with cute clothes. Aww.
I had a feeling that Rina and Satoko's base values were fundamentally different. Speaking of which, our school doesn't have a uniform.
Yeah, it doesn't. As long as they're proper, then regular clothes are fine.
There are quite a few students in regular clothes. There were a few wearing uniforms, but they were all the same design and rather plain. What's the uniform they're all wearing? They're all the same.
That's the city's school uniform.
It's not like there's a rule, but they're all wearing them. Speaking of which, everybody in our group is wearing a different uniform, aren't we? Did you go out of your way to get them from somewhere?
Why, yes, Mian-san supplied them. Mi-chan's relative runs a secondhand clothing store. They can get school clothes from all over the country for cheap, they say.
So you asked those relatives to get a bunch of unique school uniforms, then? That Mian, she probably loves using her friends as dress-up dolls. That must be a strange secondhand clothing store. I get that it's a secondhand clothing store, but stocking clothes from schools all over the country? Yeah, that is a little weird. That's pretty strange for a secondhand clothing store. What's the point in stocking up clothes from faraway schools they know nothing about?
Yeah, I think so too. They also have used school swimsuits and PE uniforms. I don't like the idea of having used ones.
No, that just that sounds pretty creepy, actually. Let's see. Cicadas cry in the sense that they constantly make noise, but they also pee a lot too, where people think it's rain from a tree. Oh no. Doesn't sound like that shop makes much money. They probably have Mian pitch in and help so they can make a bit more.
But Mian-san says it'll be a big hit and become a great store with such conviction.
A secondhand clothing store that stocks school uniforms will be a big hit? I don't get it. Don't you? Oh, goodness. I guess we can continue? I took it a little too easy on the morning of my day off. I was totally late. Today was the day Rina and Mian were going to show me around Hinamizawa. Oh, new outfits. Cute. Rina and Mian were already waiting at the meeting place.
Kei-chan, you're late!
Sorry. The show I was watching last night was really interesting. Blame that.
Oh, so that's your excuse for being late and keeping two girls waiting? Mi-chan, you just got here yourself.
Last night's episode of A Day in the Life of was interesting, wasn't it? She was just as guilty as me. Rina was carrying a pretty heavy-looking handbag. What is that? Mian answered my unspoken question with a wink. That's right, Rina really did make a picnic.
Kei-chan, after you left,
Rina put out all the stops. It's not like I forced her to do it.
It was nothing, so don't worry about it, okay?
She's been like this since last night, you know. Can you take responsibility for this? All right. I am a man after all. I'll take responsibility.
Huh? Responsibility? For what? For what?
God, he'll take responsibility. As we both turned around slowly to look at Rina, our gazes drifted downwards to the massive handbag she was carrying. It didn't seem logically feasible that it would be entirely filled with lunchboxes. Except this was Rina we're talking about here. about 2 kilos, I guess. When Irina was picking it up, I could see she was struggling a bit. I'd say 5. Oh my god.
You're exaggerating. Keiichi-kun is a boy after all. I thought he could probably eat a lot, so I made a lot, okay? Let's get going. Heave-ho!
Just from the way she was lifting it up, I couldn't believe the only things in there were lunchboxes. Correction, I say 5 kilos too. 5 kilos. I'll help out, but all of it needs to be eaten. I won't forgive you if you make Rena sad, got it? The only thing I could do at that moment was exercise a bit to make myself hungrier. Having finished with the pleasantries, we began our leisurely stroll. A carefree walk bathed in the gentle morning sunlight. I couldn't have even imagined something so wholesome existed during my time in the city. Oh, things are wholesome now, aren't they? These were the boonies, after all. No slovenly desk jockeys trudging to work on the weekends out here. It really was a nice place, peaceful and quiet. I'm sure that will last. I'm sure things will stay nice and peaceful and quiet and wholesome. As sparsely populated as the village was, you could still run into people just by walking around. Ah, good day. Good day. Oh, you would be Maibara-kun, I believe. My 2 companions exchanged greetings with everybody we ran across. All of these passerby even knew my name. When did I become this famous? We passed 3 people, and when all 3 of them knew me, I started to feel a bit paranoid. It's a bit sad to say, everyone knows everyone since there are so few people here in Hinamizawa. So that means when an unfamiliar face walks by, they automatically assume it's that Maibara fella who just moved here. Yeah, that's how it works out. It was a process of elimination you could only pull off in a place like this, but it was quite effective. From now on, I'd better make sure to maintain a good reputation. The day I'm discovered accidentally gawking at a dirty magazine in the bookstore, I can expect all the villagers labeling me as a lech by the next day. Hinamizawa is not to be trifled with. That's not the end of this nightmare.
Of course I know them. The first person we met was Old Man Takezo from the Makino bike shop. His hobbies are bonsai and playing the flute. Next, we met the grocer's second son, Daisuke-kun. His hobby is sharpshooting, and he hopes to be an ace sniper in the future. And the person we just met was Mio-san, the nurse from the clinic. Her hobbies are birdwatching and photography.
You know the names of everyone we passed by, and even their profile. Seeing my surprise, Mion and Rina exchanged looks and burst into laughter.
Well, yeah, we're not like the city where people hardly know their neighbors.
Then let's try it out. You there, who am I?
You're Keiichi Maibara. You say some mean things, but you're actually a kind, shy person.
It's been 3 weeks since you transferred here. Your hobby is taking afternoon naps. Lately, you switched over to wearing boxers, didn't you? That's enough, that's enough. Oh my god.
Boxers?
Enough of that! Apparently, there's absolutely nothing you can keep hidden here. Hinamizawa was not a place to be trifled with. Oh my god. Keeping track of his underwear. This feels more like you guys are showing me off rather than showing me around.
That's right.
We're parading around like this after all. Don't you all think so too? That Kei-chan is fitting right in here in Hinamizawa. The population in Hinamizawa is shrinking, so the villagers welcome anybody who's new here. I thought about brushing it off with something to the effect of, "You're kidding me," but I held back. Had I ever greeted someone who'd just moved into the city like this before? Thinking about that made me believe what they said wasn't a joke at all. We passed another person. Of course, we were called out to again the same way. "Oh my, good day. It's wonderful seeing you getting along. This lady here is Fujishima-san. Good day. Oh my Watarakun, how wonderful for you having a lovely girl on each arm. How are you? Getting used to life here?" Instead of regurgitating a prepared response like I would have in the city, I responded with an emphatic nod. The old woman chuckled, voicing her appreciation of how energetic I was. Good. As I looked back over to Rina and Mion, they gave me a wink.
"So now then, about time to have lunch, maybe? Maybe?"
Rina's brilliant smile signaled the approach of an event that both Mion and I were trying to forget. We both looked at each other. I'm a man. I'll do what I can. But it's just too much. It's fine, Kei-chan. Leave it to this old man. Mion has never seemed as reliable as she does right now. I'd expect no less from the class representative. Rina, if we're going to eat, we might as well go somewhere with a good view.
Yes! Good idea, I agree.
Rina nodded her head happily in response to Mion's proposal. Stairs. Oh, a shrine. Cresting the top of a stone stairway, a shrine drawn straight out of my imagination appeared before us. It had worn down a bit through the years, but the fallen leaves had been swept up, giving it a tidy feeling. This here is the Furude Shrine. It's probably the place with the best view around. This place, be sure to remember it. On our next break, a festival will be held here. Isn't it a bit too early in the season for a festival? The Watanagashi isn't a summer festival. Long ago, it used to be a celebration of the end of winter. I was embarrassed for assuming that festivals had to be held in the summer.
Now then, spread out the lunchboxes, and there.
Various colored lunchboxes were placed one after the other on top of the plastic sheet. It sure did smell delicious. It was Rina's home cooking. It went without saying that it would be delicious. But is it even possible to finish all of this? Hey, Mion, it'll take more than just a good view to get all this down, you know? Oh, hello. Good afternoon. It was Rika-chan and Satoko. Why are they here? Mion grinned over at me. I see. This was her secret plan. To power in numbers. You have my thanks, Mion. Following up when all the pieces are in place is my specialty. We just had to come since there was such a commotion. What is the meaning of this? Take a look. It's time for lunch. Buffet style. A handmade gourmet meal by Rina. I can see that much. Why have you laid out a tarp on our property? The temple is public grounds. It's not yours.
Keiichi's right. This is everyone's property.
Wow, Rika-chan is such a good girl. Have a seat. Eat with us. After opening up a spot for Rika-chan, I promptly turned my back on Satoko.
Hold on 1 second. Where is my spot?
No spot for you and nothing for you to eat.
Don't worry, there's some for you too.
None. I'll eat all of hers.
I will not allow that, Rika. Here, chopsticks.
Both Satoko and I leapt at the boxes, having it out with each other. Man, really? Kei-chan, you're really good at leading people on. You might have a talent for this.
Have a plate. One for Mi-chan and Rika-chan too.
Rina whipped out pairs of chopsticks and paper plates.
If we don't hurry, it'll all be eaten up.
That's right. Okay, shall we commence this battle?
Please eat a lot. There's enough for everyone.
Star. Rena said as she opened up a thermos. Just then, I realized that this lunch was made under the assumption that 5 people would be eating. It didn't change how much there was, but the implication behind it was different.
I will not allow you to have this hamburger!
This game has given so many high school guys very strange ideas about how to talk to girls. Yeah, for real. Herc! Using your elbow is against the rules, Sadako. Grabbing the back of my collar is also against the rules. He's gonna scruff her like a cat again. It was a tough battle. Blocking with her full momentum and an elbow in the opening move, Satoko appeared to have the upper hand, but the difference in our proficiency with chopsticks proved to be fatal and gave me the upper hand.
The last meatball!
Satoko Hojo has been bested. Nom! Satoko and I amiably began choking at the same time, falling backwards and spasming. How are you amiably choking? Rika-chan patted me on the head to clear it, even though it was actually stuck in my throat. Seeing that made Rina blush and breathe heavily in excitement. It was almost like flowers were floating all around her. Mion advised Rina to refrain from saying anything that could get her locked up. Oh my god, this is how our meals usually go. I'd do anything in my power just so things could stay like this. I'm sure it'll be fine. The intense battle calmed, and finally everyone reached a point where they could begin talking. Receiving tea from the thermos, I let out a small sigh. I do wonder why there are so few words in Japanese to praise how something tastes. Rina is just like me for real. Isn't it because the idea of togetherness during a meal didn't begin until the modern era?
It seems that long ago people ate in silence. It must have made the people preparing the food a bit sad, don't you think? Oishii. Umai.
It's probably because back then the people were busy even while eating and didn't have the time to compliment the flavor. That's just you.
But you know, just hearing that it's good makes me happy. That my effort was worth it, I mean.
She blushed a little as she said that.
It was delicious.
With absolutely perfect timing, Rika-chan struck Rina directly with praise. Why is that in quotes? She looked straight at her with an expression of bewitching innocence. After Rina uttered an unintelligible noise, a ring of smoke rose from her head with an audible poof.
Oh, Rika-chan, I'm gonna take you home. No, I mean, thank you. It was really delicious.
Rina flushed red with excitement, embracing Rika-chan and rubbing her cheek against her so hard you could almost hear it. Oh my god.
To reward Rika-chan for her praise, ta-da! These are special.
2 apple rabbits. After sticking toothpicks into them, she thrust them toward Rika-chan. Cute. After Rika-chan accepted them, the mood suddenly shifted in a bizarre way. What is it, Satoko? What's with that defiant look? Has everyone prepared proper praise to receive apples from Rina-san? Oh dear. Apple Banoi. Don't push yourself. What kind of phrase can you think up with your weak vocab? Oh, burn.
Oh, well then. Allow me to show you.
After Satoko flashed Mion and me a defiant look, she changed the tone of her voice suddenly.
Hey, so Rina One-chan's lunch? Satoko thought it was yummy too.
Sadako looked up at her poutily while talking cutesy. What? How was that praise? That's not even persuasion by tears. That's persuasion by cuteness, isn't it? This is a Rina Limited special skill. She blushed and her head spun, waving around in circles. Don't fall for it, Rina!
Oh!
Of course, that was asking for the impossible. Rina glomped Satoko and began rubbing her cheek against her. Oh god, glomping. That's a blast from the past.
Cute! Satoko is so cute! Take you home!
Swish. Stab! Push! Oh, okay. Satoko was also presented with apple rabbits. After stuffing them into her mouth, she looked over at Mion and me again with that defiant gaze. It took only 5 seconds to take down Rina. That's unfair! To think she had such a trick! The script is so memes, it is. If it upsets you so much, why not reward Rina-san with some praise? Damn it! That was a dirty trick. First of all, that wasn't even praise. Satoko, you think you won with that, don't you? How about I show you guys something much better than your superficial gimmicks? That sounds great, Mion. What kind of trick is it? Kei-chan is going to be the one who does it. What?
Oh, why don't I have you show me then?
The writhing of an old maid. What? Help! The plan of attack she suggested was wicked, but it was the only thing we had to beat Satoko. Oh my god, what is going to happen? After sipping my tea, I started talking very naturally and calmly. Perfectly. It really is good, isn't it? This is all freshly made, right?
No. Actually, most of it, almost all of it, was frozen stuff.
Then which ones did you make fresh?
Well, it's embarrassing. Do I really have to say? Must I?
From the synergy of boy plus handmade lunchbox, her expression had melted into euphoria. I already know. This one, right? Rina turned an even deeper shade of red, the words "I can't believe it" practically written on her face.
How can you tell? How? That I made it?
Of course, Mion had told me beforehand. It's been perfect so far. After acting like I was shy, I waited a beat. Next would be the finisher. Keiichi Riz, yeah? It had your smell. Silence enveloped the area. Rina, face still completely red, froze solid. With a small yelp, Satoko also blushed. Of course, I did too. I sure would like to try one of Rina's handmade apple rabbits. Or something. Even if this was all because I was competing against Satoko, I felt like I had crossed the line by a good 9 yards, I think. Then, at that moment, whoosh! It was a Tupperware container filled with rabbits.
But please eat some, Keiichi-kun. There's plenty for you.
Instantly, dozens of the apples were shoved into my mouth, knocking me over. Okay.
Say, Keiichi-kun.
Star. My head was forcibly laid upon her lap, and even more apples were shoved into my mouth while she was squealing. One apple after another was forced into my mouth. More and more apples. Oh my god. Like, how about them apples, Satoko? Looks like we win. Oh my god. Kei-chan, that was a beautiful sacrifice. How's that, Satoko? This is our complete victory, isn't it? I can't believe it. Such trickery. It doesn't bother me at all. Satoko ground her teeth, mortified. We did it. Hungry for apples. I claimed victory as my consciousness drifted slowly away from me. Death by apples, indeed. Oh, man. At that time, Rina stopped her squealing as she suddenly realized something.
Rika-chan, you're not eating it? Did the salt water make it too strong, maybe? Maybe?
Looking over, Rika-chan had pulled the toothpick out of the apple rabbit, placed it into her cupped hands, and seemed to be at a loss for what to do.
Poor Mr. Rabbit, I feel sorry for him. I want to save him.
We? That was the sound of blood spurting from Rina's nose. Oh no.
Cute. Tonight, I will take you home.
Star. She shook sporadically, her head wobbling back and forth. Then, coming back to her senses, she took all of the apples around me, gathered them up with a whip, and fixed them back up on a plate.
Now they're all just fine, Kay. Here, I'll give them to you, Rika-chan. Kay.
Rika-chan raised up Satoko's hand like a referee after having that plate of rabbits shoved to her. She whispered, "This is our victory."
But what? A comeback?
I don't care. I just don't care anymore. Thus, my sacrifice ended up being in vain. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. It was a fun-filled, crazy day. But as soon as the sun began to set, the end of the day really did come quickly. Later, Rina and Kei-chan. See you tomorrow. Thanks for today, Mion. I had a great time.
See you tomorrow.
Satoko and Rika-chan went home as well. We parted ways with Mion, and it ended with just Rina and myself enjoying the evening air on our way home.
Thanks for coming today, Keiichi-kun. Was it fun?
Yeah, lots of fun. Almost feels like a waste to go home now.
Then, well, would you mind taking a little detour, maybe?
A detour? Is it far?
It's a bit of a walk, but it won't take long.
Since we had been walking around all day, I must have seemed a bit tired. Not feeling like teasing Rina, I quietly nodded. Traversing a small path and up a small hill, the land suddenly stretched out before us. There, what looked like the remains of a dilapidated construction site came into view. But a large heap of garbage spread out off towards the swamp. Probably illegal dumping. I recalled it being in the newspaper.
Oof-foo-foo. It's been quite a while. I wonder what's here. I wonder what's here.
When you say it's been a while, you mean the business you had here was with this garbage pile?
It's not garbage. To me, it's a pile of treasure.
Rena had already entered that well-known cute mode of hers. So that meant there was something cute here?
Whoa, a new pile! I can't wait, I can't wait!
She bounded up the unstable slope. I'd expect no less from a born and bred country girl. You're gonna get tetanus, girl. Hey, wait, I'm coming! Whoa! My city-raised self was completely pitiful.
It's alright, just stay right there, Kichi-kun. It won't take long.
Rena kindly declined my accompaniment. Yeah, tetanus for everyone.
Don't fall. Watch your step.
I'm fine. This is nothing at all. Or maybe I had those lines reversed. I don't know. It's hard to tell who's talking sometimes. Literally bounding up the heaps of trash, Rena disappeared over the other side. I didn't like being left behind, but I was still pretty tired from the whole day, so I just ended up waiting. Without the lively Rena around, the surrounding area quickly fell into silence. The cry of the Higurashi gently cooled the air. How does... Okay, you know what? I'm just... Sure. Fairly exhausted, I began to feel a little sleepy. Eepy. Just then, the sudden noise of scattering pebbles alerted me to somebody's presence. Startled, I turned around. Standing there was a typical-looking photographer. He spied over at me through his camera. Do photographers typically have that many muscles? His body was tanned and fit, but something about him seemed unreliable, and he had a bit of an aloof air about him. Well, it didn't seem like he was a bad guy in any case. Whoa, you surprised me. Those muscles, yeah, those muscles. Although startled when I turned around, he overplayed his reaction. That was my line. I'm the one who's surprised here. My bad. I didn't mean to startle you. Are you from Hinamizawa? I gathered that he wasn't from that question. Unfazed by my suspicious outlook, he introduced himself without my prompting. Gay awakening? I'm Tomitake, freelance photographer. I come to Hinamizawa from time to time. I didn't ask who you were. Quite rude to photograph someone without consent, one would think. My bad. I mainly photograph wild birds. They can't refuse, you see. So, what, you're saying I'm the same as the birds? No, well, you see, that image of a young man in the twilight was just picturesque. I apologize for trying to take your picture without asking. Ayo. Adults are pretty slick. All that annoyance I felt for being startled just flew away as he buttered me up. I had no intention of hanging around with this guy trying to get cozy with me, except it didn't seem like Rena would be back soon. But this older guy, Tomitake-san, he didn't mind my cautious responses and continued rambling on by himself.
Keiichi-kun, sorry to keep you waiting. I'm finished now.
Rena popped her head out from one of the lower piles of garbage and waved her hand.
You have someone with you?
Oh, I'm sorry. You have someone with you? What would she be doing over there? That's what I wanted to know. Dunno. Maybe she's checking on that dismembered corpse that was out here long ago? Tomitake-san looked shaken up by that for a moment. Uh-oh. I responded like I would if I were talking with Rina and the others. It was quite a disturbing incident. They still haven't found one of the arms.
Keiichi-kun, sorry to keep you. You were waiting a while, I guess.
I'd best leave you two lovebirds alone. Again, my apologies for startling you, Keiichi-kun. Tomitake-san chortled suggestively, then disappeared into the twilight. Missing my chance to retort put me off a bit.
Keiichi-kun, are you angry? Why, I wonder?
It wasn't Rina's fault, so I decided to just brush it off for now. How was it? Find a treasure trove?
Oh, yes. So listen. You see, there was a Colonel Sanders doll. No, I don't really. A Colonel Sanders doll. Help. Oh my god.
A Colonel Sanders doll? Yeah, that's my reaction too, buddy. Oh, that thing. Those statues they always have out in front of that fried chicken place, the life-size dummy. Yes, Colonel Sanders. Oh, cute. I want to take it home. A full-size freaking Colonel Sanders statue. Oh my god. Help. I couldn't tell how she decides what's cute or not, but, well, she seems to want it. It's garbage, right? No one would care if you just take it home, right?
It's become the base of another pile. I can't take it out easily. There's no lampposts over there, so it'll get dark pretty soon.
Rina seemed quite down about finding a treasure, but not being able to bring it back. I'll help you out. To repay you for that delicious picnic you prepared today. You guys are gonna dig out a Colonel Sanders statue. Okay. Sure. You know what? Sure.
Oh, thank you.
Birds heading home to roost proclaimed that nightfall would soon be upon us.
Keiichi-kun is going to help. I can take Colonel Sanders home. Oh.
Rina staggered along as if intoxicated in her dreamy state of mind. I tried asking her in a way that wouldn't take her out of her cheery state. Hey, Rina, long ago, did something happen here?
Seems like they were building a dam here. I don't know the details though. Huh?
Just wondering if you knew about, an accident or something?
I don't know.
Her tone was disturbingly frank. It sounded more like a denial than an answer. I must have appeared rather dumbstruck. Rina quickly lightened her expression.
Actually, I didn't live here until a year ago.
Huh? You transferred here too? I was sure that...
So, you see, I don't really know much from before that. Sorry.
Star. Don't really know, don't want to talk about it. That was the kind of feeling she gave me. Thinking about it, of course it would be like that. This wasn't the type of thing girls would enjoy talking about. It was quite a disturbing incident. It seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms. If it's just like Tomitake-san said, then I had a feeling only the Higurashi would know. Okay. Finally starting to get some spookiness on Halloween. You have received new tips. the Maibara Mansion, the the damn site slash murder dismemberment newspaper edition. Excuse me. I've been talking so much, I'm starting to get a little like froggy in the throat. So, Kei-chan, you're not stinking rich? What is this all of a sudden? Did I come to school in a limo before? How much do you get for a monthly allowance? About $10? My, that's a rather plebeian amount. His lunch is made up of normal stuff. He isn't rich. What are they talking about? To be asked out of nowhere how much I get and then told that's a plebeian amount? Sorry. Rena seemed to pick up on my dubious expression and started giggling. Damn son, rent is due. Kei-chan, your house, you know, it's pretty big, yeah? So the architecture has people all around Hinamizawa calling it the Maibara Manor, and it sort of stands out. Maibara Manor? Since the house is so big, everybody is gossiping, wondering exactly how rich you are. I see. Now I get it. Well, the frame of it is huge. I see how it could cause some misunderstandings. From my deduction, I wager they spent too much money on building the house, and that is why they are now broke. Being broke, how very, very unfortunate. Rika-chan took pity on me as she patted my head. I go from being treated like a millionaire to a beggar. Yeah, sorry for ruining your imagination, but we aren't millionaires or poor. We're the image of a normal, average household. You can't call it normal with that huge house. The entranceway is all grand and the gate is large enough for a large truck to get through. That's not normal at all. They do say the bigger your house, the more prosperous you are. The reason the house is so big is because Dad's studio is in it too. There are a bunch of different workshops and lots of his works are hung up in different places. All of them are huge too. For those reasons, the family actually uses only a third of the house for day-to-day living. Oh my god, 2/3 of the house is just your dad's studio and art space. He planned it out so people and cars could come in to see the gallery he opens up in the house someday. By the way, the entranceway Mion is talking about is the one for the studio and is normally sealed off. The entranceway the Maibara family actually uses is a very plain and simple one. That still sounds expensive, yeah. Sounds nicer than my house. The interior is much different from how it looks on the outside. I'd really like a chance to explore Kei-chan's house. Claiming not to be rich but having a home like that? What could be hidden there? Maybe there's something cute hidden, huh? They probably had no money to purchase furniture, so it's filled with Spartan rooms. If there are carpeted rooms, I would love to try rolling around on the floor. Rolling around, okay. Wow, that'd be great, so great. I want to roll around too. Seems like their imaginations were just piling on. Well, sometime in the near future, it wouldn't be too bad to invite them all to my house. Dad is a sucker for the ladies, so he might even let them look around his studio. That doesn't say good things about your dad, if he's ogling your school friends. The cry of the Higurashi crescendoed as the sky towered over everything. It was hot, but the air was clear. It smelled like the beginning of summer. The Eeps have come for you. It is getting later. It's a little just after 11 in my time zone. Let's do this one. And then maybe I've been streaming for 2 hours, so might stop after this. From the June XX 1979 edition. The Shishibone City Okinomiya Police Station, June XDXth, late at night. Suspects XXXX, XXX, XXXX, XXXXX, XXXX were arrested on suspicion of murder and improper disposal of a corpse. The main offender, XXXX, has been added to wanted lists nationwide. Good night. Thanks for joining. Hope you had fun. According to our sources, the 6 suspects were at the Hinamizawa Dam construction site workroom on the XDXth at 9 p.m., where they are suspected to have assaulted and murdered the site overseer. I'll just say redacted, as a group, dismembering his body and hiding it. On the redacted, at 8 o'clock in the morning, a report was filed by the Shishibone City Hospital in which a male suspect alluded to having murdered Mr. Redacted. When questioned at the police station, the individual confessed to the crime. Since a portion of the body was recovered at the location he gave, he was arrested that afternoon on suspicion of murder and mutilation of a corpse. The rest of the suspects were arrested the same day, but the main culprit is still at large. Police are currently on his trail. The motive is purported to be a drunken verbal dispute during which he killed the victim in a fit of anger. However, as there are multiple inconsistencies with their testimonies, the investigation is ongoing. Dun, dun, dun! Oh my goodness. Okay, I should save my game. Okay. How do I... There's no exit! Oh no, I'm stuck. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna cut it there, because my voice is starting to get shot from all the dramatic reading. But I really appreciate everybody coming in and watching me stream for my anniversary / Halloween stream, and hanging out and chatting. I had fun. I hope you all had fun. Yeah, maybe I'll do something like this again sometime. This was cool. And hopefully next time there won't be ridiculous technical difficulties. But yeah. And I also want to say thank you for, everybody's support over the past year. And watching my videos and commenting. I do read all of the comments, and I know I don't respond to all of them, but I do read them and I really appreciate them. And yeah. Hope you all have a great rest of your day or night, depending where you are in the world, and happy Halloween! Good night!